If you're a car enthusiast, you know the name Porsche is synonymous with luxury, speed, and precision engineering. But did you know the company has a rich history that dates to the early 1900s? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating story of how Porsche came to be one of the world's most beloved sports car brands. From its humble beginnings as a consulting firm, to its development of iconic models like the 911 and the Taycan, Porsche's history is about more than just the cars it has produced. It's also a story of innovation, determination, and a passion for creating the very best in automotive technology. Join us as we take a closer look at the fascinating history of Porsche. We'll explore the key milestones and events that have shaped the company's history. The man behind the Porsche was Ferdinand Porsche, who was born to Anna Porsche and Anton Porsche in Austria. Growing up in the shadows of his father's mechanical shop, Ferdinand Porsche was born to become a great inventor. He had an unparalleled ability to understand and explore technology and electricity. Even at a young age, he was determined to make something of himself and would attend classes at the Imperial Polytechnical College in Reichenberg by night while working at his father's shop by the day. Despite not having a formal engineering education, Ferdinand Porsche had already made a name for himself in the field of electrical engineering by the time he began working at Bela Egger in Vienna in 1893. During his 5 years with them, Porsche made a significant contribution to the company by building their first electric wheel hub motor. His dedication and commitment to learning led him to attend classes at Vienna University of Technology as a part-time student whenever he had free time after work. In 1898, he joined the Vienna-based factory Jacob Lohner & Company, where he created the revolutionary Lohner-Porsche mixed hybrid in 1901. This unique vehicle could reach speeds of up to 56 kilometers per hour and won the Exelberg Rally in 1901 with Porsche himself driving the car. In recognition of his engineering skills, Porsche received the 1905 Potting Award for the most outstanding automobile engineer in Austria. That same year, he was also called up for military service and driver for Archduke Franz Ferdinand, Crown Prince of Austria, whose assassination started the First World War. His appointment as chief designer at Austro-Daimler in 1906 marked the beginning of his illustrious career, and within 10 years he had risen to managing director of the company. Acknowledging his impressive talent, the Vienna University of Technology even awarded him an honorary doctorate in 1916. However, after disagreements over the direction of car development, Porsche decided to leave Austro-Daimler in 1923. A few months later, Daimler once again hired Porsche to serve as technical director in Stuttgart. He achieved great success while working at Daimler in Stuttgart, where he developed several race cars designs that were met with great approval. Porsche's work at Daimler is to this day remembered as a testament to his impressive engineering skills. Despite being a visionary, Ferdinand Porsche's idea for a small, lightweight Mercedes-Benz car wasn't well received by Daimler-Benz when the two companies merged in 1926. After all, their main focus was on larger models that would be more profitable. This disagreement made Porsche return to Stuttgart and form his consulting firm Porsche in 1931. With the help of his son-in-law Anton Pitch, Adolf Rosenberger, and his own son Ferry Porsche, the firm quickly assembled a team of Porsche's closest confidants in order to bring his vision to life. His first project was to design a middle-class car. As the business grew, Porsche decided that he wanted to work on his own designs and dedicated himself to the development of the small car concept he'd been working on. To finance his project, Porsche took out a loan on his life insurance, proving that he was willing to put everything on the line for this ambitious project. Porsche's involvement with the German government in the 1930s was a defining period for the company. After Adolf Hitler announced his intention to motorize Germany, Porsche was given the task of creating two projects for the government: a people's car to be accessible for all, and a state-sponsored motor racing program to develop a high-speed German automotive industry. Hitler wanted to give the people of Germany something special, a car that everyone could afford and enjoy. He commissioned Porsche in June 1934 to design the people's car, known as the Volkswagen. By 1935, 2 prototypes had been completed, and pre-production batches followed from 1936 to 1939. Porsche was so successful in designing the Volkswagen, it earned him great praise from Hitler, who referred to Porsche as the great German engineer. Perhaps what is most notable about this collaboration is that Porsche was urged to apply for German citizenship. A few days later, he filed a declaration giving up his Czechoslovak citizenship at a Czechoslovak consulate in Stuttgart and joined the Nazi Party as well as the Schutzstaffel, a major paramilitary organization under Adolf Hitler. As the war progressed, Porsche's proposed solutions to new developments became increasingly complex, giving him a reputation as a mad scientist. In 1945, the French authorities took drastic action after discovering Porsche's involvement with Hitler during the war. Ferdinand Porsche and his son, both were arrested as war criminals and held in various prisons. While Ferry Porsche was released after 6 months, Ferdinand spent 20 months in the prison. This marked a dark chapter in the history of Porsche, as well as the design of the Volkswagen that was to be continued in France. Despite the turmoil, Ferry Porsche refused to give up. He used the time of his father's imprisonment to design and build a car that would serve as a symbol of his father's legacy. It was the first Porsche car ever produced and was called the Porsche 356. This car was completely handmade and crafted in a small sawmill in Mund, Austria. When it was presented to German auto dealers, orders started pouring in, which eventually led to the mass production of the first Porsche. The success of this model laid the foundation for the iconic sports cars that Porsche is known for today. Despite the difficulties posed by the American embargo, Ferry Porsche was determined to revive his family's business. To overcome the lack of credit from banks due to the embargo, he took a bold move. He drove one of the limited series 356 to Volkswagen dealers and asked them to pay for any cars they ordered in advance. His risky strategy paid off, and the Porsche family was able to restart their business. With the shift from aluminum to steel bodies for the Stuttgart-made 356, production numbers began to grow. In total, over 78,000 Porsche 356 were produced in the 17 years that followed, and Ferry Porsche's daring gamble paid off perfectly. Over that time, Volkswagen paid royalties to Porsche for each Beetle they produced, providing a steady stream of income. In the end, Porsche was able to reap the benefits of its agreement with Volkswagen, and over 20 million Beetles were produced. At the end of 1950, Porsche suffered a stroke. He did not fully recover and died on 30 January 1951. Over the next several decades, Porsche continued to push the boundaries of automotive design and engineering, introducing iconic models like the 911, the Boxster, and the Cayman. In 2019, the company made its biggest splash yet with the introduction of the fully electric Taycan, which has been hailed as a game-changing vehicle in the world of electric cars. Ferdinand Porsche's legacy lives on today in the world of high-end automotive design. In 1996, he was inducted into the International Motorsports Hall of Fame, and in 1999 posthumously won the award of Car Engineer of the Century. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.